You were just a lot today.
I'm not a lot today. I can't wait. I've been told I was the problem of this show. I've been told I caused a lot of fights, so I just can't wait to see the magic happen. You two, I'm zipping my lip right now. Zip done, dude. Go ahead.
I don't think he knows how to do that.
He can't do it.
You wanted to say, I saw your face there. You're like,
you're really going to do come on. We don't have a lot of time for this today. We've got to focus on getting this done because we got to get a couple other things done. We got to meet with bosses and things like that. You have a bunch of meetings today. We've got to go.
Palentine's.
Right. You've got Palentine's to go to.
He's writing.
God, you're such a baby. Okay, we will grow up. I apologize, Crisco. I'm sorry you took that the right way. Here's what I'm going to say. You know I've kind of been a little bit tart this week, and then you just keep egging it on. You're a rage baiter. You say I am all the time. You're rage baiting me because you know I'm tart.
When he knows he has a chance to.
Yeah.
I do. I'll always pile on.
I'm guilty of that too.
I'm guilty of it, but it's because I know he's a rage baiter. Here's why. Because I tried to keep the peace among something that happened. Listen, hear me out. Hear me out. I tried to keep the peace and make sure that this show didn't crumble and that we didn't have another version of this morning show that used to be here. And all I did was try to part on this side and part on this side. And all of a sudden I come in this morning knowing full well that bleep's about to hit the fan because Wes's F around and find out attitude came out last night. He does his thing. And I come in and within 10 seconds, I see these two talking in here, Brooks and Wes, and we'll get to it in a second. They're talking and I just sat quietly out in the thing. And I'm like, well, I'll just wait. And then all of a sudden I hear Brooks go, you can come in. And I was, or you can come over here. And I was like, okay. So then I was like, oh, me, got it. I walk in. 10 seconds in, we found out you're the problem. And I was like, what the hell did I do?
So, back it all up. Brooks and I had a little spat on Wednesday.
We all did.
I
was
But at the point, you didn't know you were involved. Actually, Brooks didn't know you were involved until we put it all. Like, that's what the thing is. Kind of like love him or list him. Everything can be solved with communication. But we didn't communicate. Instead, we want to be a bunch of stubborn-ass dudes and have an argument.
That all, by the way, was a complete misunderstanding because it was not said the way it was said. There was a little funny thing that Wes did to me. And then the next day, Brooks did it to us. And we were coming back from the sales area, and he like kind of had a thing. And I get it now. I hear it. So yes, I could see how that was technically taken badly. But Brooks goes, podcast. Let's go. And then I go, I think Wes said something. He barked. And then I go, we know it's the podcast. It's our podcast because it's the Crisco, Des, and Wes After Hours podcast. I wasn't saying like you're not involved. You don't get a say. You just shut up and post that son of a bitch. That's not what I was saying at all. Come to find out, that's what upset Brooks
because he thought I said it. He's mad at me, and then I instantly go dick mode, and I just go bleep you basically to Brooks. And so then he's like, we didn't talk to each other all Thursday. Then I sent him a text last night, and we started talking. He's like, well, then you said that. I go, I wasn't the one that said the thing about our podcast. That was Crisco, and he's like. So the whole thing I was mad about, and then I made it worse by, becoming a bigger a-hole than I normally am.
And then I tried to talk to Brooks in the other room and just be like, hey, whatever. And he's like, that actually made it worse. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what can I do?
Here's how you try to make things better. You go in by Brooks, and then you come in by me, and you're basically like, yeah, this is what happened. By the way, he thinks you're an a-hole.
Oh, I mean, you think everybody's an a-hole. You think Wes thinks I'm an a-hole.
It's so funny, too, because also I kind of thought it was, I was kind of like, I thought it was a group effort, and I was like, oh, okay, slighted by both. And then you coming in to talk to me about it also made me think, okay, no, this is 100% wholeheartedly Wes. So that also added to it too.
But that wasn't my fault. All I was trying to do was keep the peace. The problem is I should have just brought us all in together and just been like, let's just talk it out. We're a collective 130 years old.
That was probably my fault because I said I didn't want to talk to him. I was like, I'm only going to yell at him, and I don't want to yell at him. So I said, you go talk to him.
Yeah, it's communication. So then I just went in and talked to you, and then it was like, and then apparently all I was doing is adding fuel to the fire I started. Apparently, so I don't know. I was just this is why I'm better off just keeping my mouth closed.
You can never do that though.
I could right there, and then you guys started being bitches about it.
Well, but it's funny because then also I had to, in reality, I should have had my mouth open and said something, explained more, but I was just like, because I'm take a step back because normally my loud mouth gets myself into a situation like that where exactly what happened. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So what we found out is it's Brooks' fault.
And it's so funny too, because if you'll now, this is the third day in a row where it's been alluded to and now it's been uncovered. So if you go in reverse order, the last two podcasts, it'll make sense.
Yeah, right.
Because like
Let's
literally,
in reverse.
because I listened to Wednesdays as I finally did upload it after I was being a baby about it, and like you're acknowledging it, and then yesterday, then I made a passive aggressive side comment. So like, oh man. So you're welcome for all the tea if you're watching or listening, because you know what? Sometimes it's fun to give a peek behind the curtain. I think
it would have been saved if Des had been here, because TJ's not on the podcast.
Oh,
so it's not
it would have
anything.
100%.
She'd have been like, all three of you stop being babies and just come in here and talk this out.
Yeah.
And that would have been it. And it was never even like, and again, I was the sweet, peaceful one in this whole thing. And I was just trying to make everybody's life better. But like I've always done since I was born, I slightly make it a little more irritable and a little bit more of a pain in the butt. So.
You know what it is? He's that kid like when you, and I know you've never been in a fist fight, you said before, but it's that kid like when you're in like 7th grade and kids are about to start fighting and one guy breaks it up and he's like, guys, come on, let's not fight. And then he's walking away with one. He's like, you would have totally beat him up if you would have done it. And then goes the other guy, he's like,
being the one that tells you.
He thinks he would have beat you up. And then before you know it, they're really going at it again, because I'm like, you just know that you're adding a little more fuel.
Well, I think what really
handful
is
of
the
gas,
big point
handful of matches
is I've just never worked with two babies to this level in the same room. No, I've definitely worked with big babies. Don't think that's it. I was joking there. But no, I'm glad we talked it out. I'm glad it's all over. And I'm glad I don't have to
There's
upload the podcast.
another funny layer I have to add to that after the podcast, because it's not meant for that, but it's, oh man.
Was something I did?
Kind of, yes, but it's but it's really funny. Like it's just humorous.
Funny, not bad. Okay.
And in hindsight, saying it and based off of everything we know now and realize. So
what it really comes down to is you owe Brooks a huge apology, Crisco, and me just a slight one.
I'm sorry, Brooks, I'm sorry for Wes.
Yeah, I was about to say, no, you owe me a slight one as well. This is because your intentions were great.
I am super.
You don't owe me a huge one at all.
Just a small one. Okay, I'm slightly sorry for trying to fix the situation.
It could be a backhanded apology
when I didn't need to. No, I mean, I'm slightly sorry for getting involved at all, to be honest with you.
So you were the one that got us all involved.
No, it's you who couldn't just let it go. We could have just stewed on this for months like men do and gotten over it. And instead you were like, hey, listen here. I'll F around and find out. Grawr. And then you threw your whole weight around. And then but that ended up turning out to be the funny stopper of all this.
No, it had to, I was glad when it did. It's funny, I read it and I immediately was like, thank you. Because I was like,
so you like confrontation?
No, I don't. It just made me, honestly, because normally I'm fight or flight, but that time, like, I was like, okay, I understand now.
So what we're getting to is if it's a fist fight in Nashville, you will tuck and roll and hide. But if it's a confrontation at work, you're like, bring that ish on.
But even
baby.
that I tuck and rolled, because I was very like calm about it.
Well, we're good now, right?
Everything's
good now.
Yes.
Good.
I told him, I said, from now on, communication. Again, if you're mad at me, just tell me I'm being a D.
It's because you guys aren't driving to work together anymore.
You
miss each other.
You kind of reference that.
You miss each other.
I do.
Oh,
we had some good talks on the way to work for 10 minutes every day.
Also, do you have a couple of beers at lunch?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That part I was a little confused about, but I was like, oh, okay.
We had lunch yesterday, and the liquid courage is crazy for Wes McCain. We had talked a little bit about like when it happened and whatever, and then that text
really talk. We were sitting with Linda.
No, not lunch. I'm saying like that it was like when it happened, it was like, whatever. And then he sent that message. I'm like, oh. Got it. He's got the beers in him still. I think he went home and had some more beers.
Attaboy.
Trulies. I'm a man. God. I go home and I drink Truly.
Not on tap though.
I know it's gross in the can. It's way better on tap.
Is it really different? I guess I don't know
I do like it. I don't know. It just maybe it's because of the glass opening too. I think it just goes down faster, easier, and maybe it's just slightly less carbonated, but still good.
I'm weird with my beverages too, by the way. Like I don't like Diet Coke unless it's from McDonald's fountain.
Oh yeah.
I don't like Diet Mountain Dew if it's in a can. It has to be in a bottle or from a fountain. I don't like water out of a plastic bottle. Like I am really weird about like how I get my the vessel in which I get my liquids.
Has to be in a frosty cold mug.
I do want to do the Diet Coke challenge where funny enough, somebody at another station here did it because it was like a Diet Coke bottle, Diet Coke can, like blindly, like you know where you have the box and the straws, like McDonald's Diet Coke.
You think you could actually do it?
He did pretty well.
Yeah.
It would be tough because then he started mixing like Burger King Diet Coke, Arby's Diet Coke,
don't talk about Arby's.
Diet Pepsi. Threw that in there as a wild card, and like Coke Freestyle because Coke Freestyle sucks. I will agree with that.
Is that like that freestyle machine?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I will tell you,
they're fun, but it ruins like the regular like.
Who drinks the regular? If you have the freestyle, you got to drink the good stuff.
Exactly. You gotta go for something wacky that you wouldn't normally get on.
Did you just see that?
What did he say?
Wes just had the most epic fail that only I saw, but I'm calling him out. 2 people just walked by behind you, and one of them is somebody he talks to all the time, and he went like this. I got it. He goes like this. He got it halfway up and realized they weren't waving to him. He went. And threw his arm out like,
I wish you could instant replay
this.
this.
My God, it was the greatest. He was like this. He went, and he went, nope, they're not waving to me. Let's just stretch that arm out over here. No big deal. God, that was amazing.
I'm going to definitely watch back on that.
Please tell me if it is on there. It's probably not because we're so tight.
I don't think.
Oh, no. When I go and post, you'll see the widescreen.
Oh, my God. I hope it's on there.
Yeah.
Look back for that. Yeah.
Nothing good comes of me being in the hallways here anymore. I've decided this week has just been terrible. Between my F up with the names yesterday, just try to wave at somebody that I don't know what she always waves at me and just walk by and didn't even look at me.
Just everybody.
Ross,
that was a good way to do it.
Ross from 1500, like he always is like, Wes, he always says hi to me and walked by us the other day, said hi to all you guys. I put my hand out to like do the guy like high five handshake thing, and he just blazed right by me, and I'm like,
and then you called him out for it, and then it was awkward because like Ross is the nicest human being.
He was the last person to deny anyone.
I mean, I don't think in my life, besides maybe Des, I've met. She's the nicest female human I've ever met, and he is the nicest male ever. Like they would be the happiest babies ever if they had kids together.
Yeah. And he's like the nicest hallway too. Yeah. Like, you know, where like he goes out of his way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And he totally left me hanging, and I was like, cool.
Wow.
So I just think there's no need for me to talk to anybody in the hallways
anymore.
This is
not your week.
Not my way. This has been a bad week.
Oh, and like we were talking to, and I'm going to bring
it
up.
Is it Freddie Mercury again?
Oh, that's a good question.
I bet it's Freddie Mercury.
I bet it's got to be close to it. Somebody in this building who may not be on this podcast currently spread the virus through this building fast. Oh, and I'm not saying it to bring it up.
It passed through me.
But dude, it passed through you. It's not done.
No, I'm sure it's not.
It's not done because Wes is in the same camp I'm in. I felt crappy for 2.5 days. Then I felt great, like, oh, I'm back. I just had some residual stuff. Dude, yesterday afternoon and yesterday evening, my whole body feels like it's been drained of everything that I'm like, it was 8 o'clock, Brooks. I was like,
oh, really?
So tired. And today, all morning long, I have felt like crap. He's been over there like, I thought my voice was going to go out at some point.
I was pretty sure, I was telling Marie last night, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I have COVID. Because your mom had COVID, right? Because I'm like, I can't smell or taste. I mean, granted, that could be part of a cold too, but I'm like...
No, see, I didn't lose that, but dude, I'm telling you. So my mom, the same thing, she got what I had. She got what my brother got it. They both got knocked on their asses. My mom is still, last night was still dry heaving. And so she went to the ER because she felt so crappy. And she ended up having COVID. And I said, this is the world we live in now. They were like, she asked if she goes, does my son, he goes to work, and my daughter's here with me, do they have to have the 5-day rule? Sorry if I'm drooling. Braces are hard to talk with. And she goes, the doctor goes, oh no, you're good. Well, it's life now. You do it and you move on, and I don't even think there's anything in our database about it anymore.
I thought I had COVID last night because I was like, I can't smell or taste. And then this morning I accidentally licked this microphone and I could taste it. I'm like, yep, I sure enough do not have COVID because I could taste how gross that thing is.
You may want to go to the ER. You share a mic with Hutch.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to bring him up anymore. I think we're done bringing him up.
Yeah.
After his post, he loves it. He loves it too much. It gives him a radio boner if we talk about him. I can't. Then he acts like we're thirsty for him.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I'd like, because I don't want people to always think he's a bad guy. Hutch is a nice dude sometimes. And so I try to do, and then he thinks we're thirsty for him. I'm like, dude, I'm done. I'm not, I love everybody in this building. Just not going to talk about him. Stacey Matthews, I'll talk about till I'm blue in the face. I love Stacey.
It seemed creepy, didn't it? right? Just a tit.
No, we go. But I didn't say it like I
Yes,
was
you
like
did.
holding my breath. I was
Go
like,
back and listen to
blue in
this.
the face.
You-
He just wants to get
I
off of
realize
the
you like
handshake.
that expression a lot. I've learned this week.
Blue in the
Oh,
face.
yeah. When I was talking about Whitney Houston, God rest her soul. Boy, yeah. I'm just, this is why I shouldn't talk. I
So-
start fights. I end fights.
Oh, God. You're not going to let that one go, are you?
No, that pissed me off. You have no idea. Nothing pisses me off. And now, but I'm adult enough to be able to let it, like, I bury so many things. My family has put me through so many emotional, like, ups and downs. The amount of buried material in this chest you've been added to. But I love you both. What do you got to talk about now? Go ahead.
I don't know if you do love us.
No, I do. I do. Some more than others. You guys more than others. That's it. Hearts.
The end.